Fun fact, did you know that cat pee in the eye hurts less than dish soap? The cat was named Bait. I was being grumpy that day for some random reason, and decided it would be a great idea to take my favorite blanket and head out into the goat barn. Now the goat barn was split into two sections. One section was for the goats and for milking the goats, and the other section was storage and the spot the cats hung out. I was laying down on the cat side and being grumpy to myself. I see the cat walk up, and I'm like, maybe I don't know what I thought. It was too long ago. But I do remember seeing the cat walk up. It turns around, and next thing I know, there's cat pee in my eye. I get mad, I yell at the cat, "Bait!" And then I grumpily head back inside to wash out my eye, because I don't really want cat pee sitting in my eye. Now, a couple days later, I am eating spaghetti, and spaghetti squirts in my eye. Cat pee hurts worse than spaghetti. However, a couple weeks after that, some dish soap got squirted in my eye, and dish soap hurts way more than cat pee. So today I went to see the goat. The goat yesterday had two babies, a brown one, or slightly goldeny brown color, and then a gray one. I went out to, play with them, pet them, whatever I wanted to do. I did that today and brought the dog because the dog is needing to get used to the goats and the baby goats need to get used to the dog. So I opened the gate into the goat pen, she went in, and then I closed the gate. As I'm closing the gate, the mama goat, her name is Muck, not the prettiest name, but she's not the prettiest goat. She heads straight for my dog at really fast speed, so I sort of lean out with my foot, catch her by the neck, and I get dragged in a quarter circle. But the dog didn't get hit very hard, just a slight bump, and then the goat was back protecting her kids. I thought, that's funny. The goat needs to be used to the dog more. So, what do? I head into their little building. The two baby goats are curled up, nice and neat, behind the water bucket. I'm sitting there with the dog. The dog got a little bit close to one of the baby goats, and Muck charged, like, really fast. So I reached out with my right arm, hooked her neck with my elbow, and snagged her. She got mad, turned around and charged me, plowed me in the chest, got her horn stuck on my coat, jacket, red jacket. And then I sort of push her away and she's glaring at the dog again. She did charge me one other time, I don't remember the specifics, obviously wasn't that entertaining. And because I was still wanting the baby goats to get used to the dog, I held the mama goat as one of the baby goats wandered up to nose the dog. And you could see that Muck really wanted to charge the dog, but I was not letting her there. Goats are scary when they're being protective. I will say, Muck is a great mother. We had our doubts about her, but no, she is a really good mother. However, she is she's not the tamest goat, and she's ornery and cantankerous. That explains a goat for you. Anyways, there's that story. Next story. Right, I'm going to do the owl almost ate my cat story. I've got like 7 short stories just written down in notes so I have an idea of what to talk about next. So, back on my 16th birthday, I got to go hiking with a friend. Up a wash. Wow, sounds so entertaining. So I got to go hiking with a friend up a wash. Of course, I brought my cat because who doesn't want to hike with a cat? Especially when the cat is great enough to follow you around. So, brought the cat. We're just hiking up the wash. It goes from like flat plains at the start of it where we started, and then gets more cliff-like as we go along. I took a couple videos of rocks falling down the hill. They didn't go big on YouTube, I'm so sad. However, the fun part comes when I saw an owl's nest. So I yell over to my friend, I'll call him Bob, because who doesn't like the name Bob? I call over to Bob, "Hey, owl's nest," whatever I said, right? I don't remember exactly. And then we start walking up towards it. As we get closer, the owl takes off, who knows where, it's just gone. So we decide to get closer, and then I hear whoosh behind me. I look backwards, and the cat is scrambling for the rocks. And then a quarter second later, I realize there's an owl that had just flown over top the cat. I'm pretty sure it was trying to grab the cat and eat the cat. The cat somehow survived, scrambled to a bunch of rocks, and the owl flew off. That cat almost got yoinked by an owl. By the way, the cat that peed in my eye, his name was Bait. He got his name because somebody in the house decided to bring in kittens. So they brought in kittens, let them wander around on the floor. Somehow they got underneath the piano, and nobody could get him out. So they took Bait, before he had a name. He's an orange tomcat. They took him, stuck him next to the piano, and he meowed and the kittens came out. And then he got the name Bait. I thought that would be more entertaining, not gonna lie. How about we go for the mountain lion footprints? Mountain lion footprints I enjoy hiking. I don't know if any of you know this, probably not because you don't know me, but I really enjoy hiking. And back where I used to live, we were in the prime area for hiking. Like there was all sorts of mountains and cliffs, and about a mile away there was a creek, and next to the creek there were a bunch of white cliffs with a bunch of little pockets and caves. And so one day I was exploring there with my brother. Yes. Da-dee-da-da-da. Okay, I don't remember what I was talking about. Something about exploring with my brother. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, I really enjoy hiking in pockets and caves, and I enjoy hiking, okay? And that day, I decided to hike in an area a little bit farther than I have been before. Like, it wasn't too crazy far, and I brought my brother with me, and my little BB gun. Actually, I forgot about that until just now. Oh, my voice is dying. Burp. Yeah, there we go, burp. Burp it out. It'll work better now. So about half an hour into the hike, we get to this little overhanging spot. I think there's like 2 rocks that come together, and then there's a little bit of space in between where we can walk if we're slouching or something. And then up ahead, I see a little cave, it looks like from my angle. And right then, I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's an animal living in there. And right then, I glance down, and I see footprints. Not people footprints, but mountain lion footprints. And I'm like, ah! So I freak out. Tell my brother, okay, let's go. And then we take off down the hill. Every once in a while, like every 10 seconds at least, I look back with my BB gun being like, okay, if it comes out, I've got a weapon to defend myself. And then we pretty much beeline it home, about 2 miles away. I don't know, 3 kilometers for those that are Canadian, like me now. Oh yeah, I'm Canadian now. Woo. Anyways, so we get back home, and I search up, what do mountain lion footprints look like? Turns out what I saw was either dog footprints or coyote footprints. Not as entertaining as mountain lion at all. And then later, I worked up the guts to explore the area again. I went to the exact same spot where I thought was a cool cave, was just a slight indent. There was nothing in there. It was not cool at all. I did find one cave when I'm in that area. I was hiking with my dog Scotch before he died, and I don't know why I went in this specific area. I was like climbing up and over bushes and up a cliff, and then I see a little indent. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll find a cave at some point, right? I've always hoped to find a cave. So I crawl in there, do an army crawl inside. I'm like, I've got my flashlight out, I'm looking around, and it's about, I'm gonna say, 1.5 meters long, or 2 yards or something, in a circle. And then it peaks at the roof, sort of like a carnival tent, where it's got that pointy top, and it does that. And then I'm looking around thinking, oh, this is really cool. And I look up, and there's a bat hanging from the roof. I got out of there pretty quick. I nicknamed it the Bat Cave. I've been back a couple times. Never seen a bat in there again, though. Just that first time. Any other interesting stories? I don't know, I think that about sums it up. I'm going to be doing 3 commentaries within the next week or so. That's my goal. If you want to see the next one, it should be on the right here, if it's uploaded. Have a good day. I don't know. Like the video. There's a good thing for you to do. I'm just rambling while the end screen runs. Good night, good day, good afternoon, goodbye.